Hey everybody, it's Tom, it's FANzine Live. I'm so excited to share this first of what will be quite a few new releases videos talking about SPX, the Small Press Expo in Bethesda, Maryland. Today I've got about 5 zines for you. They're each very different from 4 different creators, and I think you're going to like what you see here. You've got tons of variety, lots of creativity, and the energy in that room was just off the charts. So it's really a lot of fun to be able to share this with you. I look forward to sharing a lot more, and hopefully you'll get a chance to check out 1 or 2 of these zine producers as we go forward. I hope you have a great day, and let's take a look at some zines. What do you say? We're going to go through these and see what we've got. The first is Girl E. It's a preview zine. I like this idea, by Quinn Blackshere. Says, thanks for reading. This comic is currently in progress. The zine is a preview of what's to come. So you pick this up, and if you're interested, there's some information on her. But it's kind of neat. It's a science fiction book. Getting some... Says, are you ready for your update? Updates with ads, memes, downloads complete. How did I end up with this? Good job. It's exhausting. And then we get to the character where it says, how'd you get in here? You're not looking too good, okay? So it's looks like a robot character talking to a human character. I do like how it's professionally printed. Oh, there's a business card. I do like how it's professionally printed. I do like that they put in some information on how to order. The idea of a preview zine makes a lot of sense. And then, as you can see, it was printed locally with Tiny Press. Flip for more info, so you can see Tiny Press was made right there. So, neat book. Next, Cosmicat, minicomic volume number 1. This is an old school style minicomic. Clearly photocopied, clearly hand stapled. Lay it down flat. Look at all of that. Folded as best as he wanted it, probably quickly as he could. As you can see, the art is a little small. Looks to me that, and this was Rick Lopez who did this, looks to me that with the exception of this cover, this was an SPX exclusive, you can see that these pages are largely they're proportioned more for a standard comic rather than a mini comic. So he threw this together for SPX to give people a taste of his stuff. Has his contact information here. Another good use of his time. Cosmicat. Cannot seem to remember. What have I forgotten? Everything looks familiar. Needs a drink. Okay. So he crashes on a planet. Looks like the final encounter, dangerous game. Now we've got some action shots. Some nice stuff. The action, or the artwork is very manga furry-esque. A lot of detail on that page. And then you can see, coming soon, Cosmicat will be in color. Volume number 1 coming soon. And of course, you've got the QR code. This is, again, I really like these previews to give people a taste of what's possible at a very reasonable price. So those are the first couple. I will get to the others in just a moment. All right. Our next one that we're going to look at is Expect the Best, Accept the Worst. And this is by Alex Eckman-Lawn and Jeffrey Everett. And these guys Yeah. Oh, I've got some stuff on the inside. They finally gather the courage to collect their work in the same bundle of pages. Pulling from his career-spanning collection of poster design work, Jeffrey presents 8 reworked designs to pair with his gloomy little buddy's apocalypse fixations. Alex assembled 8 streams of consciousness collages about finding hope in the inevitable. It is at its most optimistic. This collection is about the good kind of bad news, when something ends to make room for what has to come next. Jeffrey is an award-winning designer and illustrator creating posters for bands big and small while sighing. Alex is an award-winning collage artist and illustrator who listens to grindcore and cries all day. Contact information here. So this is just a sampler of their work. Really impressive work. Wonderfully printed, wonderfully designed, very different in their style. You've got the collage on one side and the posters on the other. Really neat work. This is part of the fun of going to a show like this. I never would have picked this up on my own, but when you get a chance to see these guys work, and they did have some of their posters up at their table, it was really cool. I was like, I got to have a sample of this. Really cool. Such a good use of color. When you've got basically black, blue, red, and I guess the fourth color would be white in this case, or green, you can do some pretty cool things. Just incredible. Whoops, got some more. He had a number of covers in different papers. Look at that. That's powerful stuff. Had a number of different neon colored papers. Truthfully, I think that the neon colored papers betray the beauty inside the book. Because this stuff on the inside is just really impressive. The way amateur artist in me looks at stuff like this and just says, I can learn so much. Very cool. Jeffrey does have some stuff. He's done posters for bands like the Foo Fighters, Gaslight Anthem, Blondie, Jawbreaker, Fish, and many, many more. So, oh yeah, and they've got a whole bunch up here. Lou Reed, Megan Mullally, Nick Offerman, Childish Gambino, Alanis Morissette. It goes on and on. This guy does a lot of stuff. So anyway, expect the best, accept the worst. Pretty cool. All right, we've got a couple more books from one more publisher. We will take a look at that in just a moment. Our last 2 books are by Gianna Meola. One is called Satellite, one is called Soot. And they're unrelated books. They're actually done totally differently. This is you can see a very glossy, almost more like a digest-sized mini comic, but printed almost like a professional comic. This is a digest-sized mini comic that is done, looks more like a risograph, if I had to guess. So we'll start with Satellite. Nice looking use of the green and the color, with the darker green, of course, being the ink, the lighter green, the neon green being the paper. Fun to have your end papers. I've noticed that more in mini comics these days, people putting end papers in rather than having text or anything. And I think that's a neat use of paper. You can see we've got today's the day, says so in the book. Nice, pleasant art style, neat use of the colors, using it to highlight and for the lettering. I do like that. So they're going You've got the dog. Don't have time for this. Give me strength. Got a pack. Packs up. Runs off. Looks like in the early morning. Hey, you made it. I'm late. Maybe so, but I'll wait with you. Oh, I'm late. Maybe so, but I'll wait with you just in case. And so there they are. They're waiting for a satellite. And then you've got a little UFO up there. Neat little book. Okay, the other one is called Soot. Soot, if you can't tell, has a very Studio Ghibli type look to it. Nice establishing shot. Playing video game. Why don't you come out and talk with other kids? Come play with the soot ghost we caught. And then, oh, you're being nice. So the soot ghost is running around. The soot ghosts remind me of, is it Spirited Away? The Ghibli movie? Anyway, you can see that's in there. So they're going through a walk. She's feeding the soot ghost. Wanders out into the wilderness. This is very Ghibli, you know, coming out of the bush or the forest and into the clearing, and you're in a whole new world. And of course, she's got the soot ghost has all of their soot ghost friends. And they're all having a good time. Are you sure you don't want to stay with your friends? Come in with me for a while. And then if you notice back here, there were all these things that the soot ghosts had swallowed, and they spit them out. So they gave her this bow. And of course, now they're saying, that's my bow, give it back. And so she goes back on, flops down on the bed, upset. Soot ghost asks, what's up? Interesting that she goes to full color here. You took that from her, didn't you? Yeah. So she says, go away. You're going to get me into more trouble. Soot ghost is sad. So the soot ghost turns into a bow. Very nice. I mean, this is it's a very well-drawn piece. It's a short piece. It's gorgeous. Not sure what else I can say about it. But anyway, Soot. Cute book. Gianna Meola. Again, like everything else, I will have the information in the show notes. So that's it for now for new zines. I've got a pile more to keep plowing through. We're going to be doing a few of these for a while. So I hope you enjoy, and I will look forward to sharing more zines with you next time.